guys, I'm Jamarcus from Redline Motorsport and I am finally back! As usual, in today's episode we will challenge a famous racetrack with a GT3 class car. Why GT3 you may ask? Well, because most of Race Room, Assetto Corsa and Project Cars players use them in online lobbies, and I hope doing so the video will be more helpful for you. Today's combo is full British with McLaren 650S GT3 and Silverstone GP. Despite being pretty much flat with no elevation changes whatsoever, Silverstone offers some very challenging corners like the Cup C corner and the Maggots Beckett's SS. But as always, let's begin with the car setup. The front suspension is set to make the car as stable as possible, maybe understeer at times but still very controllable. The front toe is positive, so more stable during braking and fast line changes. Bump value is low for the same reasons, while rebound is a bit higher to have the inner tire always in contact with the tarmac. Springs are stiff, so the front end is more responsive when approaching a corner without being nervous. Camber is a medium value like the anti-roll bar. Ride height is said to have a decent amount of rake without making the car unstable. Same approach for the rear suspension setup, which is a bit softer to increase grip. These mid-engined cars tend to snap oversteer, especially in Assetto Corsa, so that extra mechanical grip could only help us. Rear wing is set to a pretty low value, in this case 5, because this is not a slow racetrack and mostly because the back part of the car is heavier than the front, thanks to the engine weight, which also pushes the tires onto the tarmac. Differential preload is low to help us in slow corners like the arena and low-field hairpins. Brake balance is set to a standard 56-44%, which is pretty good in most situations. Now that we've covered the setup part, let's move to the hot lap. We start as always on the main straight in 5th gear. First corner is called Abbey, which has to be done in 4th gear off throttle. Then again full throttle at the apex and full speed at the farm corner. Brake when the curb on your left begins for the arena hairpin and then down to 1st gear. Here I went a bit wide but we didn't lose too much time. Second hairpin again in 1st gear and full throttle for the 5th corner and Brooklyn straight. Heavy braking at the corner mark and then down to 2nd gear. Stay in the middle of the loop-filled hairpin like Lewis Hamilton does and then full throttle for the Woodgate corner. Next one, pay attention, is tricky. It's called the Cops corner. Brake between the corner marks and then down to 4th gear. Use the curb on the exit too. Down to 4th and then down to 3rd gear for the Beckett's S. Full throttle on the Chapel corner and fast onto the Old Anger straight. Brake when the curb begins for the Stavo corner and then down to 3rd. For the Vale chicane, brake again when the curb begins on your right. 2nd gear for this one. Full throttle for the club corner and use the curb on the exit. And here we go to the finish line. That was it for today guys. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more sim racing videos and check out our website too. Link is in the description below. As always, enjoy racing and have fun. Cheers!